Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and this is amie.marie.art. And welcome to the next installment of It's All a Bit Cuckoo. In today's video, I'm going to be painting Teddi, the tightrope walking mouse. Originally, I was going to do all three mice in the one video, but as I'm trying to keep my videos on the shorter side of things, I decided to create a separate video for each mouse character. I actually completed the fur on all three mice at the same time, but me being me, I wasn't happy with the end fur result, so I decided to do the fur again, but this time concentrating on one mouse at a time. I wanted to leave this first attempt at the fur in the video because personally, the one thing I love about watching art videos and painting videos here on YouTube is the process an artist takes to create each artwork. Not just their techniques or their color choices, but their thought process as they're painting and as the artwork comes to life. It's almost like getting a sneak peek inside their minds. So, I guess here is a little glimpse into my mind. Looking back on this first attempt at the fur, I can now see where I went wrong. I was trying to add too many tiny details, but as you can see, my brush had like one hair on it, and that's because Teddy's head is about the size of my fingernail. And given the distance that he is from the viewer, you just wouldn't see that kind of detail that far back. When I added the nose, I realized that Teddy's proportions of his face just didn't quite sit right. So I brought the bridge of his nose up that little bit higher so that it covers his right eye just that little bit. And already the proportions are looking so much better. It's really amazing that one simple brushstroke has really made such a difference, and it's turned Teddy's head to face the right direction, and he looks a little bit more lifelike, a little bit more plump, and a little bit more rounded. This is why I love watching the painting process so much, because not only do we learn from our own mistakes, but we also learn from watching other people and their mistakes or changes in their process. Learning what not to do or seeing what not to do can actually stick with us better, rather than seeing perfect videos with perfectly painted artworks all the time. I mean, by me leaving in my first attempt at the fur and allowing you guys to see the changes and the mistakes that I've made, it gives you a chance to not only see the impact that one brush stroke can have, but also how it can change the proportions so much. But it also shows us that people make mistakes, but not to worry, they can always be changed. For so long, I would look at other artists and I would think to myself, I could never be as good as them. They paint so perfectly, everything looks flawless. They make it look so easy. But in reality, we're only seeing their finished work and what they're happy with. We don't see the amount of times they have screwed up a piece of paper or painted over a canvas and started all over again, probably multiple times. And we don't see those times that they have felt like completely giving up. We're only seeing that seemingly perfect end result. And I know I joke about me changing things a lot, which I do. a lot, but I guess everyone at some point has gone through this, and on occasion, probably multiple times throughout the one artwork. Nobody, well, almost no one, ever picks up a paintbrush and paints every single brushstroke perfectly the first time, every time. And even if they did, we don't see the years of learning, all the hard work that they have put in to get to where they are today. So I guess the moral of this little tidbit is no artwork or brushstroke is perfect, and nobody is perfect. Not only is this okay, but it's more okay. It's these little imperfections that make us individuals and uniquely us. I mean, really, this is what creates our individual style, even if we aren't trying to create an individual style. Everybody does things in their own way, from the way we lay our paint down or hold our paintbrush. These will make each painting that we create individually ours and not something that can be created by anyone else. I'm going to say my favorite quote from Dr. Seuss because I think it's really fitting for today's little random tangent that I've been on. You are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Dr. Seuss. I mean, seriously, how cool is that quote? I love it so much. And Dr. Seuss, he is so good at hitting the nail on the head with quotes like that. One thing I've always said to my kids is, you do you. In other words, be yourself. Don't change for anybody or anything. And I know I spoke about this in my first video, so I won't go into too much detail now, but I will put a link to the first video in the description if you want to go back and have a listen to it. The short version for this is, for so long, I was way too worried about what other people thought, whether it was what they thought of my personal style or my artistic style. I felt like I had to please other people and do what they would like. But in reality, we're never going to please everybody. So do what makes you happy. Create what you want to create. You do you. I should probably get to talking about the painting since that's what you're here for, right? For those of you who have just stumbled across my channel for the first time during this video, Teddi is part of my bigger artwork titled It's All a Bit Cuckoo. This artwork features a cuckoo clock, hence the name, and around it is surrounded by fantastical creatures and characters that I have created. In this painting, because it's featuring a cuckoo clock, I really wanted to incorporate 3 mice. Not 3 blind mice, however, they are 3 individual characters. And as we now know, this one is Teddi. Teddi is quite the dapper little mouse, and he is the quieter mouse of the 3. He is poised and cautious because he felt he should be. However, he has decided to be brave and embrace his fun side, the side of him that is a little curious and keen to try new things. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more videos. And he is done. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and got some good tips and some useful hints. I will see you in the next video. Catch ya!